Welcome back to the channel, peeps. The seasonal weapons are very decent this season, but this fusion rifle tops all of them. An excellent DPS option, decent in PvP, it has it all. You've probably already got this crafted by now, but if not, this review is made for you. It is one of the best fusion rifles for PvE you can get your hands on right now, and we will compare it against other high damage infusions. Slap that like button if you don't think YouTubers make Destiny players worse. There is a lot of that going around on Twitter at the moment. Let's begin. The fusion in question is Scatter Signal, a kinetic slot rapid fire frame of the Strand element, obtainable through seasonal activities and craftable. Rapid fire frames shoot 9 bolts in quick succession, making them one of the best frames for damage, especially when paired with good damage perks. Each bolt does roughly 3400 damage in PvE against bosses, making a full burst do roughly 30k damage at optimal ranges, whilst in PvP, at optimal range it can 7 burst guardians. We'll cover PvP later. PvE wise, this fusion is one of the best out there. With 18 total reserves, the gun's potential perks allow the mag to overflow all the way up to 16 and can dish out more than 36k damage per burst without radiant and weaken effects. It's perfect for boss encounters where you are running damage over time heavy such as Dragon's Breath or Anarchy. For comparison, Riptide, a stasis fusion of the same frame with Whirlpool, does less damage per burst, more of that later. Let's inspect those perks, starting with the third column. Needless to say, this weapon is best suited for utility DPS, with the third column presenting good perks, but all become useless thanks to overflow. Picking up ammo instantly loads up 14 to the mag if ammo is there, 16 with the enhanced version. Perks like Enlightened Action, Surplus and Loose Change, which affect reload speed, are not required. In fact, Overflow removes the need to reload this weapon at all. An alternative perk though, which is better for solo play, would be Slice. A very useful perk when doing boss damage. Using your class ability and using this weapon severs the target, reducing the damage output. The fourth column has only one perk to choose from, the same perk that made the Eremite a very good option for DPS last season. Controlled Burst rolls on this rapid fire, and is the only rapid fire that can roll it as on the making of this video. The perk, upon landing all 9 bolts, increases damage by 20% and decreases charge time without any damage penalty to under half a second. This, paired with Overflow, does massive DPS. In 1 second, the weapon can dish out over 70k damage, and when paired with Radiant and Weaken, which are easily activated thanks to seasonal perks at the moment, the damage escalates to over 100k per second. It's perfect for DPS on bosses with large bodies, such as the Warlord's Ruin bosses, and perfect for damage on stun champions. For comparison, a Riptide cannot roll Overflow or Envious Assassin, therefore can only reach 8 in the mag at a push, with Whirlpool only doing 15% damage. Per burst, Scatter does 1800 more damage per burst, which might not seem a lot, but it does make it the better option, especially as you won't be forced to reload. It would be unfair to compare against the Eremite as it's a different frame and slot, but Scatter can get off 2 bursts in the same time that Eremite takes to shoot 1. Both weapons have similar roles, with the Eremite having Envious Assassin instead of Overflow. Over time, the Eremite does outdamage Scatter Signal if you are rooted to your feet in a well and only using the fusion, but in cases where you need to move about, lots happening and short damage phases, Eremite is very slow to fire, and Scatter Signal enables you to burst fire whilst rapidly swapping to and from heavy, making it a much better option, despite doing less damage overall. Let's go over the God Roll for PvE, but before that, drop a like and sub if you're finding this video informative. Titan users, keep an eye out for my next video, I have a build just for you. This weapon does not need reload perks as discussed, and with the nature of the roll, the weapon needs to be super stable in order to land a full burst. A charge time masterwork will bring the charge time down. Paired with the Arrowhead Break perk, this reduces the bounce of this weapon significantly, allowing for smooth bursts. Accelerated coils will give the weapon a further reduction to charge time. Overflow in the third column will bring the bag up to 14, 16 if enhanced, whilst Controlled Burst will get the weapons that sweet 20% damage increase. This weapon is S tier in PvE, I haven't dropped it since crafting it, and unless Strand is not one of the surges during GMs or other aspirational content, it is a mainstay in my setups this season. An absolute 5 out of 5 rating, it's the highest damaging rapid fire fusion in the game and has better utility than higher impacts. Thank you Bungie for giving us this nasty piece of work. Moving into PvP, as mentioned before, rapid fires can 7 burst at optimal range. The base range of this weapon allows it to achieve this at 11.5 meters when hip firing, 15 meters during ADS. With the right perks, it can be bumped up slightly to another meter per firing mode, making it tricky to use at longer distances, considering that other rapid fires can reach 18 meters, such as Iterative Loop. Despite that, it has some good third column perks. Perpetual Motion is always a good PvP option, allowing for faster handling speeds and stability, while Surplus has the same effect, but with the ability meta, Surplus may not be the best option. Encore helps the fusion reach an extra half meter when getting a kill with it, but unlike Perpetual, which is free, you need to get a kill to proc it. On the other hand, two decent options are available in the fourth column. Adagio, upon getting a kill, reduces the TTK to a 6 burst, 5 if under tier 3 resilience, but also requires a kill to activate, whilst Kickstart, just like Perpetual, is free, allowing the charge time to drop to 400 milliseconds when sliding, bringing the TTK down also to a 6 burst, 7 if at tier 10 resilience. Shout out to Under Over, this perk is very useful when playing against Bubble Titans or Woven Mail users, giving it a 20% damage buff against them. For the God Roll, you'll want a Range Masterwork, paired with Projection Fuse in the second column to achieve 16 meters of optimal range. Arrowhead Break, when paired with the Counterbalance Weapon mod, reduces the recoil to 0, with Perpetual and Kickstart granting handling, charge time and damage buffs to the weapon when moving and sliding. It's okay, there are better rapid fire fusions out there though, such as Iterative Loop. It gets a 3 out of 5 rating, it's not very consistent, it's a much stronger PvE weapon than it is for PvP. That's it for this video. Made it to the end? Slap that like button if so, your viewership is much appreciated. This will be my last video before the new year, see ya in 2024. This was Plasma Alchemist, until next time, see ya later.
Double down. Yes! 3 down! What? Wow! Fantastic work! Finish them! Down. I can feel that in my bones! One more, Guardian! You've taken everything. First place goes to you. Fight forever, Guardian!